Let's get it in. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Hit the like as soon as y'all come in. What's the deal? What's the deal? Let me know where y'all from. Drop a comment. All right, my boy Dro in this bitch. I got a notification on my other phone, so hey, we people might get their notifications. And why my homeboy that I moderate for Cliff World, he got 80,000 subscribers. He only had 30 people in his live because they shadow banned him. Then the next live he had 60. The next one he had 80. So that shit is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real, bro. That shadow ban, that shit ain't cool, man. But he got a couple of strikes right now. So that's probably why. But I was like, damn, 30 people and you got 80,000? That's crazy. Hell yeah, let me wait for some more people to come in this bit. I don't even want to play music no more because I all my good shit on the computer that ain't got none that'll get me a content what is it called, a content claim. Let me see something. Let me see. I was finna text you, Peanut. I forgot. I was finna damn text you. I was on the phone with Dro. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Anyway, let some more people come in this bitch, man. A lot's going on, man. Y'all seen that shit with your boy, Finesse 2 times, man? Man, it's ugly with Finesse 2 times, bro. His mama was begging and shit. But that nigga Hustle Cartel gave Finesse 2 times mama $6,000, you know what I'm saying, to help her out. But he basically went broke. He used to get 60,000 a show. Now he only getting 2,000 a show. The Cadillac, it got repoed. Somebody did a home invasion in Miami. They ran up in the spot, tied up his daughter, took the Richard Mille watch. You know what I'm saying? Remember the boy Lil King had came out and said that he had ran off on the plug with some pounds, and that nigga melted down his F&G chain and told Mob Ties that it was stolen. Like, he doing bad, man. One thing is he treat his people bad. He be trying to charge them fines, talking about you did this, you did that, you brung new people around me, you got to pay a $500 fine. Well, a truck got broken into and somebody stole some guns. He tried to tell Hustle Cartel he got a fine for 10,000. He was like, man, nigga, you using my cars for video shoots. I ain't hanging with you no more. You broke. But yeah, he got banned from Mississippi from the Vice Lords because he was supposed to do a show. It was really his girl Sugar show, and they didn't ever do it or whatever. So the Vice Lords was like, he's banned. He done took the money and ain't come perform. So now he done responded saying that he's gonna go down there and he's gonna perform in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about Haiti, what's going on with Haiti, that dude Barbecue that ran the revolution and he freed over 100 prisoners, you know, he's been on the run for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's about to be indicted or whatever from the United States. And they try to say he's getting money from a dude over here in the United States to fund his little revolution. He's saying that shit is cap. You know what I mean? But they say that 71 Haitians got killed back in 2018. I don't know how many got killed recently, but yeah, that shit coming to an end. Trump said that he's not going to pardon Diddy. He said that basically Diddy was talking bad about him, and he went back and looked and thought about it, and he said, nah. But you know, all that's a distraction while they moved Giselle Maxwell from the Epstein Island situation to a nicer federal prison. She was already in a nice one. But they gonna do anything but reveal them Epstein files. So, of course, he's talking about Diddy, you know, a distraction. Speaking of Diddy, Al B. Shore said that Diddy stopped his book signing and his book deal from coming out, just like Kim came up missing. Reg Dog, what it do? Just like Kim came up unalived before her book came out and the laptop got stolen from her crib. But he stopped Al B. Shore from dropping his book. And remember, Al B. Shore has some health issues. They saying he might have been poisoned or something. You know, it's getting crazy, man. What up, Reg Dog? There was a mass overdose in Baltimore. 25 victims. It's some new dro. You know what I'm saying? It's some new dope out there. And they calling it New Jack City. They put out the testers on the block like they used to do on The Wire. Bunch of people ended up in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of foolio, that girl who dropped the low and she's pregnant, she trying to say that the baby daddy forced her to do it and he whooped on her and drugged her up and all that. The judge said, hell no. Nah. Now, if they go and look at Young Inace's videos, they'll see she was in the video after Foolio died and all that, wearing a red bandana. You participated in it. You got to snitch all the way. We ain't taking that. You a victim. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, he was just in the blogs. He got a $100,000 Cadillac. It broke down 5 different times. It's saying that the key fob ain't working and all that. He had to get it towed. But he's saying that Cadillac, you know, they need to reimburse him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. He was in the middle of driving on the highway when he did it one time. Then he did it another time at the light. And he was like, bro, I'm driving. What if I was in the hood? Niggas could come rob me. This is a danger to my life. 11 people in here, hit the like button, please. Let's get it through the algorithm. Let me see. Lil Baby, y'all seen the picture going viral. He wearing the short shorts. You know what I'm saying? He's singing the song, we wear short shorts. He got on a halter top. Man, he cannot deny those accusations about that all-white party, man. You know what I'm saying? People saying that LeBron might have got Vanessa Bryant pregnant. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The Kim Kardashian curse is going on still. The mama is getting a divorce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even though she went and got a BBL. Yeah, Kris Jenner got a BBL. And she dating that black man who they say is a handler for Hollywood. Supposedly now she got some more surgery done and she want a new man. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep men over there. You know what I'm saying? Black youngster, he just went off on Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? He said that he a fake leader, fake CEO, fake boss. I guess Yo Gotti is mad that he's trolling the death of Dolph. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting along. Last year, he took CMG off his bio on Instagram. He just did it again. And Yo Gotti kind of responded by playing a Jay-Z song that talks about taking out people that get in the way of money. You know what I'm saying? So they sending subliminal shots at each other. Grove Hero, the comedian that was signed to PRE, he just got shot while he was in North Carolina. A month before that, he was in Chicago and he got shot at, you know what I'm saying, while he was with 600 Breezy. People thought that they was coming for Breezy, but it looks like they after that boy Grove Hero. Grove Hero's the one that said Young Jook was the one that put out, you know what I'm saying, Big Jook was the one that put out the hit on Dolph. You know what I'm saying? So pray for that guy. You know, it's been getting crazy in the ATL. There was 40 shootings that happened over, you know, one weekend around the time of July 4th and all that. Kirk Frost, who was Rashida's husband from Love and Hip Hop, his son just unalived a rapper named T Hood. The daughter tried to cover up for it, but they saying that she is working with them people and she told on her brother. T Hood was signed to SMG, the homies, Max Steve and them. I guess he's GD. I see all the GDs posting RIP to him. I never met him. I did see him on Instagram with the one dread hanging or whatever. Sad situation because he just lost 2 homies like 2 months before that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes can't catch a break, but they're getting active in Atlanta, man. A dude from Memphis named Fast Cash C Money. He was in a shootout. He got unalived. He was about to get signed by Yo Gotti. That's what Big Boogie said. Then you got Big Boogie beefing with one of his homies that's a GD. He tried to get GDs to ban Big Boogie. He like, hell nah, nigga. All the GDs rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. You got Dr. Umar. He wants another $500,000. He done lost his damn mind. I remember when he was complaining when he got $200,000. They say he got up to $1 million and never fixed the property. It was donated to him. All he had to do was renovate it. The school was never open. It's been 10 years. Now this man got the nerve to be wanting another $500,000 after he said that his account got hacked. You know what I mean? He did a little interview talking about this woman saying that she might have did it, and he was talking about he had sex with. He was talking bad about the woman or whatever, but that doesn't help his image. You know what I'm saying? You got Tech 9 from UNLV. They was the first group signed to Cash Money. He came out with a story saying that basically Slim had put some book of matches in BG's butt crack while he was asleep. That's going viral right now. People been already accusing Birdman of doing zesty acts, kissing on all them, which Turk said he kissed all the hot boys. He didn't just kiss Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So that little story is going on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Back to Trump. Trump met with Putin in Alaska. So I guess they got some stuff going on with, you know what I'm saying, negotiations with Russia. Let's see. Crime Mob, if you remember Nuck If You Buck, they just was in a blog saying that it took them 15 years to get a $9,000 royalty check, man. People be complaining about these 360 deals, but rappers had it real bad back in the day. I remember Spice One saying that he only got $30,000 when his album went gold. You know what I'm saying? He sold 500,000 hard copies and only got $30,000 for it back in the day. So these rappers, man, they need to be appreciating what they got. You know what I'm saying? You got that girl Monica, the singer. She just got married to Chris Brown's manager, the executive producer of the BMF show. You know what I mean? I don't really know too much about dude. You know what I'm saying? You got Meek Mill buying Gilly a chain with his son's picture on it. You know, his son Cheese died. Gilly got emotional. You know what I'm saying? That's in the blogs. You got Shy Glizzy from the DC area going viral because one of his homies, I guess, you know, maybe signed to him. I don't know. But this dude, what is his name? Glizzy Wop, you know what I'm saying, was hugging up on a man and it looked crazy. Retired troll, man. Where you been, man? Let me moderate you real quick, man. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. People ain't been getting their alerts, man. Yeah, but Shy Glizzy, man, that's looking crazy, man. Let's see. Rick Ross's ex, she just went viral for breaking in the house. She jumped the wall and all of that. Went in somebody's house, you know, stealing jewelry, got in a fight and all that. She ran the G-Wagon through the gate. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy, man. Johnny Blaze, y'all remember her? She said that Drake got her pregnant. Then he sent goons to her hotel room. Johnny Blaze was just in the hospital. People thought that her BBL exploded, but that's not what happened. What happened is she has some type of hereditary, I don't even know what you call it, but it's a situation where they get swelling up under the arms and she had to get that drained. You know what I'm saying? Her BBL did not explode, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Dark Low, who just came home, who runs with your boy AR Ab out of Philly. They trying to throw smut on his name, saying that he sat down with the cops without a lawyer present. They trying to say that he's a rat and he only got 7 years while AR Ab did 45, but ain't nobody else saying that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Stephon Diggs was supposed to be broke up with Cardi B. He brung her and bought her a $73,000 gift, but they've been seen back together. People saying she might be pregnant because she got a baby bump. That would be crazy work because everybody know he messing with a lot of people like Young Miami, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. Carisha, and some other females, you know what I'm saying? You leave one dog, you get another dog. Same thing for Cash Doll. She broke up with my homeboy, Tracy T. She went with some football or whatever, basketball player. They done broke up already, you know what I'm saying? And he was buying her gifts, but he got out of pocket. He started answering her phone, going, looking through her text messages. He going at her baby daddy, talking about, why you calling my chick? Nigga, they gonna be stuck together for 18 years, man. You tripping. Let's see. Yellow Beezy, man. His bond got reduced, you know what I'm saying, amidst the mo3 trial. Trap Boy Freddy got subpoenaed, but he's not arrested. And he did a video basically kind of like sneak dissing him. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't trying to send no money. You got Sierra with an album coming out. She just got dual citizenship over there in where is she at? In Benin, you know what I'm saying? She been representing for Africa lately. You know what I'm saying? You got the Raptors player, Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? He messing with Glorilla. All these hoes want a ball player, man, until they get dogged out. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs' ex, the porn star, he made his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? She out here talking about she want a train run on her. You know, she down bad. She already was messing around on Plug Talk while she was pregnant. I guess Adam had her on there getting interviewed and some dudes ran a train on her. And then she was messing around with Benny the Butcher, the same op that jumped her when she was with Freddie Gibbs. Now you out here talking about you want a train and that's every woman's fantasy. Hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Finesse 2 times, like I said, man, he's gone broke. He's down bad. They repoed the Rolls Royce. His mama out here homeless. Well, getting evicted, you know what I'm saying? Hustle Cartel gave her $6,000. Y'all remember that Lil King said that he ran off on a plug. Y'all remember that he got his F&G chain melted down and he lied to mo3, said he was robbed. He out here doing bad. People did a home invasion in Miami, tied up his daughter, and took his Richard Mille watch. He ain't want to get no get back. He said, I'm going to call up Kodak and let Kodak get the Zoes. You know what I'm saying? He's getting banned from Mississippi because he ran off and didn't do a show, and the Vice Lords is mad. He just responded saying that he's going to go down there. It is what it is. But yeah, man, the man doing bad out here. They saying he losing weight because of the fake perks, that he's not on no Ozempic. You know what I'm saying? He said he was getting his stomach reduced, but man, that boy looking small, man. I don't know if y'all know who Jason Lee is. Jason Lee, he got a thing called Hollywood Unlocked. He does a lot of interviews or whatever. He became a city council of Stockton. You know what I'm saying? And they saying that he used some money, about $50,000, on himself. So now he's in trouble, man. Black people can't do nothing right. That boy Boom Gang, who was dating Woe Vicky or whatever, he just dropped a documentary, you know, called The Holy Gabbana. Nobody cares, you know what I'm saying? He been trying to come back, reinvent himself as this Christian dude and all that. But you was still cheating on Woe Vicky with your baby mama, so you still committing adultery, man. Come on, man. Uncle Nearest is getting sued for $100 million. I don't even know who that is. YNW Melly, he had a hung jury at his last trial, and he wants a speedy trial, and they're moving the date. They keep moving the date. He been in there for 2,366 days, bro, with no sentence, man. That's crazy, man. Erica Banks, she got caught with a gun at the airport. They saying it was a stolen gun, right? Crazy, right? But you know who else that happened to? They went to the airport with a gun. Jules Santana, Waka Flocka, Lotto, Mike Epps, Lil Meech, and T.I.'s daughter, Zanique, man. I don't know how you just go to the airport and don't be scared to death going to the airport. I can have nothing on me, I'm still nervous. And you going up there with a gun? Crazy work. NBA YoungBoy, he got Yaya pregnant again. He got his wife pregnant again. They beefing. Yaya tried to fight his wife. He told Yaya to abort the baby, abort mission. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're saying he might have Boston Richie's ex, who just turned 18, pregnant. She done gained weight and all that. And he trying to shoot a shot at a Philly rapper. So, shout out NBA YoungBoy, man. He out here planting his seed, man. It's crazy. Mo3, back to him again. The person that unalived him just got poked up in prison, man. And they cooperating. So it's looking bad for Yellow Beezy, man. Go to New York. Jay-Z, $3 million chain got snatched. Or is it for insurance? Is it an insurance scam? Everybody saying he broke. Rock Nation been having layoffs. They've been doing all type of borrowing loans and stuff. Hey, man. Now, Jay-Z moves like the president, bro. I seriously doubt that someone got to Jay-Z. That rapper Fabio Foreign is back home. You know, he went broke and lost his deal with Columbia before he went to jail. He went to jail for pointing a gun at a female, saying if you pull back over here and park over here, it's going to be trouble. He also held a man captive and took $2,500 from him while he had his little kid with him. A man had his little kid with him and you pulling guns, robbing him. Come on, man. Before that, when he went to jail in Jersey for a gun, he was smoking weed. Cops pulled up, he ran. He had a little 22 or 25 pistol on. A little gun. It's crazy, man. These New York rappers need to get off the drugs, man. Somebody named K-Dot, and I'm not talking about Kendrick Lamar. They was boom, 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 boom in the neck. Somebody named G6 was hit. They was at the Dominican Republic parade. They say Jim Jones might have got hurt also. I don't even know who them people are. Snow Billy, who got, you know, boom, 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 and survived it, and said he's the one responsible for putting Tekashi on with the 9 trays. He's back in prison for guns. He already did 15 years. Now he's back in prison. Nobody really care. He got 42 months. You know what I'm saying? They saying Swiss Beats out here cheating on Alicia Keys. But they saying he might be with Lala Anthony. Hey, man, Lala fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. But they saying, damn, that's how he got with Alicia. He was with Monifa, cheated on her, got with Alicia. You know what I mean? If you begin a relationship and cheating, that's how it ends. But I went to school with Swiss Beats, man. He lived in Atlanta years ago. When I first moved to Atlanta, the first time I moved there, I used to rap in ciphers with him. He used to be with a dude named what's his damn name? They were called the Ruckus Crew. It was a dude named Grady. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Swiss Beats was a cool nigga. Bobby Smurder, he said he's retired from Crippin', and he said he gonna try to bail out your boy, Rowdy Rebel. His bail is only $3,500. Rowdy Rebel's out there in LA. He got caught with a gun charge. You know the Hoovers want to get him. He was out there dissing the Hoovers because of Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? So they got to get him out emergency, man. Emergency, man. If you know about D-Thang from the Bronx, he signed to French Montana. And he signed to Luca Brasi, I guess, for management. The deal is brokered with 10K. 10K has that girl Ice Spice and Tekashi and Trippie Redd or whatever. That is the son of, I guess, Lucian Grain, whoever runs Universal, you know what I'm saying? So he got a real deal. Can't put out no good songs. Well, allegedly he got caught with a gun in Miami, facing 15 years. He's out on bail. He's beefing with his homie Lefty G's because he sided with a dude named Bloodhound, Lil Baby G or whatever. They stole a watch, you know what I'm saying, from the guy in the wheelchair, Lefty G's. Lefty G's on the internet going on a rampage saying he's banned from Bronx. That shit's cap. What up, Sean? You know what I'm saying? Cameron, he's getting called out by Omar Gooden Jr. for booking him as a prank to some type of movie for $2,500, some type of crazy shit. They going back and forth. Nothing big. Coach the Ghost, who's locked up for a shooting, you know, he GD. He's saying that there's some rats on his paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got Nas Blicky then switched. He trying to claim blood now. That's what they saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with them boys. But Nas Blicky only had like 3 years. Hit the like button. Another person that followed me, PNVJ, he GD, he got jumped, and they recorded it when he was getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying he attempted to unalive himself, man. I don't know, man. Some girl accused him of R-word. You know what I'm saying? And after that, he couldn't take the pressure. So I don't know what's going on, man. But they trolling him on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's straight. You know. I don't know if y'all know about Philly. RIP the duel. YBC duel. You know what I'm saying? There's a dude named FS the Bender. He been in the blogs lately. Supposedly he took Marworld's chain. Went on the internet, made a video. Well, now he's in jail for robbery. Y'all need to stop doing that. That's what they doing in Chicago. They keep robbing people and putting it on video. Just stop it, man. Cardi B still mad at Saweetie that she smashed Offset. She just went off in a rant recently. And Offset said that him and Quavo are good. They're talking every day. Good job. Good job, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. They was asking Cardi B why she ain't been around Star Brim, the blood who went down with the brims on the indictment. She said she just ain't had time to pull up on her. Star Brim responded saying that they all cool, it ain't no beef. Whatever, man. Now let's get to California, man. Here's the good shit. Okay? Bucci Bear Brandon got knocked down. I know y'all seen it. At the auditions for the new No Jumper host when they picked Rico, a.k.a. Flip Phone. We call him the Brandon Slayer. I don't know his real name. From Skyline Pyru out in San Diego. He asked Flacco for the fade. Flacco said no. Brandon stepped up. Everybody know Brandon be talking all this kung fu shit and saying he got all these awards and he's super tough. He did not trip over no cord. He fell off balance twice. He charged like a raging bull. He's a little stubby man with little legs. He built like Mall Cop. And he fell. He goes and does a 5-hour live talking about it because he can't let it go. Then he called into No Jumper. Almighty Suspect returned to No Jumper. He was on there proving that he wasn't in PC. Brandon kept trying to call in. Almighty Suspect said, no, don't let that nigga call in. Then he called it again yesterday, going in on Adam, because Adam put the new guy on the Tuesday show, and he's mad. But all you do is talk shit about Adam, and you work there. All you do is talk shit about your co-host, and you work there. And then you get mad, you don't get bumped up. I'm glad if he did quit. I'm tired of him. He tried to turn it into the Brandon show. He talks too damn much. Let me see what else. I think Ugly Money Nietzsche was too big. If he would have won, he's too big for No Jumper. He got over 200,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? He's big just like 6 or 7 Ump. And all he'll be doing is bragging about how he don't need them and Adam can't afford them. So why hire him? I think he should have, I don't know. I don't really know nothing about this new guy, Flip Phone. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have hired Miss Ether, the rapper from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? She kept doing this, showing her breast and all that. But she had that sexy red energy, and I liked her. You know what I'm saying? She held her down, you know, for the females. Let me see what else going on, man. Christopher Lovejoy, 600, got knocked down. Everybody's roasting him. He always losing the fight. Suge Knight just responded, said that he does not have HIV, talking about the rumors that's out there. Soulja Boy then posted bond for the little gun charge. He got caught in a car. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had a gun. Last time he was in jail, he was in PC. You know he ain't trying to go back there. He was talking shit too. Some dude named Avenue Blue got beat up at the Avalon Hood Day by Cartoon 53. I like Cartoon, you know what I'm saying? I already told y'all Rowdy Rebel in jail and the Hoovas is on him. You know what I'm saying? Brick Baby taking the plea deal. He could face up to 15 years max. We don't know what the amount of time he's going to get. They got him for applying for PPP or EDD or whatever, saying that he had a house that was burnt down, and then having the guns. They ain't really talking about him threatening the wife or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know everything that's going to come out. Haiti Baby, he had a record deal with Jeezy that got canceled, you know what I'm saying? And I guess he had a chain that got took also. Loose Cannon Brother called out Rick Rock for a fade. Snoop Dogg's daughter died. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's the same daughter that was a stud and was having depression issues and was taking medication because of her sexuality and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this Hoover indictment, man. They putting little girls on Fig. You know what I'm saying? It came out months ago that they did a raid on the Fig because there was teenage girls out there, right? There's a girl named Lady Duck. She's a trophy, been holding it down for the Hoovers. They saying that she was pimping a 14-year-old. You know what I'm saying? She's on tape beating up females plenty of times. She's on a phone call threatening to snitch. You know what I'm saying? That dude P4K from Black P Stones, he hangs over there, but mainly because of her. He got caught because of his own videos. He put out a video of him beating up a 17-year-old. Basically, that 17-year-old girl was with M4. She chose up. She went with P4K. M4 said, well, let me beat her as an exit beat. And he allowed that. She came over there with P4K, but then she chose to go back to M4. So that video, y'all seen P4K whooping on her, was because he was mad. You know what I'm saying? But then he messed with plenty of females. He texted somebody saying that, hey, all my women are 16 to 18 years old. He's cooked, right? But far as Lady Duck, man, she got caught with $9,000, a bunch of fake perks, Xanax, Green Lean. She's on a text message, somebody trying to sell her a female for $1,000. And they said that if she don't buy the female, they're gonna sell her organs over in Mexico, man. And then this one guy actually, let me see who it was. Ashley Info was pistol whipping a female. He made a girl take a gun charge and she snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? You had that going on. Oh, and that girl, Lady Duck, was also flocking. She was involved in 30 flocks, man. Breaking in houses, all that, man. Young Poke, not the rapper Poke, but Young Poke. He messed with a 15-year-old. He recorded it. He whooped a 17-year-old in front of other people. Then, he got another 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? They saying he was R-wording a girl, taking the coochie for 7 days, holding her hostage, whooping her, all of that. And he recorded some Main Street Crip getting whooped. A lot of this stuff people put on the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to be gorilla pimps, man. A dude named Figure Folk sent some girls to go steal. There was a botched robbery. She was supposed to steal a Rolex. He ended up breaking her nose because she pulled a gun on him and they was fighting back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He was gorilla pimping her. A dude named Jay Money, he ran over a girl. You know what I'm saying? And they were all making the girls tattoo their names on them. Like Lady Duck had 4 people with her name tatted on her. J Money and Figure Four had girls with their names tatted on them, man. Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? A dude named Brother or whatever, he stuffed a 17-year-old girl in the trunk. He got the girl pregnant. He was whooping on her. She was bleeding. He knocked the girl braces loose. Crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. They robbed the dude. You cannot pimp over there unless you cool with the Hoovers. They robbed the dude, took his car to the chop shop and whooped on him because he wasn't sanctioned over there. A dude named Tiny 3 jumped out, poured motor oil on a 17-year-old girl. They snatched her chain, whooped her, and he tried to put some San Bernardino girls from that blade out there in the car and snatch them and take them to the Fig. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But all the females snitching, it's like 24 victims, man. And 8 of them are minors, man. The youngest was 14, man. You know what I'm saying? The Hoover's down bad, man. You know what I'm saying? P. Nice was actually told to leave a park because the Hoover said, man, you cool with 4 Extra and you supposed to be our ally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know if that got resolved, but a hater that's from Insanes was on the internet saying that P. Nice got marked out. He need to get a DP or whatever. So P. Nice responded and he did a video. You know what I'm saying? Ace Boys, they leaving pun? I don't know. But recently somebody named Ace Girl Cheeks said she was leaving. And people are saying that the Ace Boys left punt. I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? Young Hawk from Hoover 94 is in jail after going on No Jumper. He's not involved in that indictment with the pimping, though. I don't know why he's in jail. He must have violated. I don't know what happened, man. Every time somebody go on No Jumper, they end up in jail. You got Whack 100 and Loose Cannon going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Whack trying to blame everything on Loose. Loose saying you can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You part of this whole thing with the J. Reed. Now, Chicago. You got 051 Kiddo. You know what I'm saying? From Young Money. You know he's back in jail for a gun again. You know what I'm saying? But 051 Pre-Boy just came home. You know what I'm saying? You know, he unalived a man over a small bag of weed. You know what I'm saying? OTF Vonnie's dad been snitching, saying that they set up King Von and all that. You know, he was saying that King Von's security was paid not to shoot. The cousin Balo looked it up. Some reason they switched out the bulletproof truck that day, and the security didn't have no straps, like the Tupac situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting real crazy. They even played the video slowly where Muwap is saying, shoot that man, shoot that man, shoot the man, and they didn't shoot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's looking bad, man. Them boys, I don't know about Dirk doing it, but Vonnie definitely backdoored King Von and then stole the 200,000 from him. But they saying that the sister Kayla B, who really wanted to sleep with her brother and used to make all these incest tweets, and she used to climb in the bed with Vaughn and his baby mama Kima and with his girlfriend Asian Doll like she was trying to get something cracking. You know what I'm saying? She jealous of all his women, fighting all of them. Well, she the main one that's helping Vonnie backdoor Von. And they saying when she got that Range Rover, that 21 Savage did not buy that was Vonnie doing it with the money he stole. And she's the one that admitted to stealing King Von's music, all the little zip files and hard drives when he died. And she gave it to who? Vonnie. They're also saying she was in a car when Vonnie went and met up with Lil Tim and them back in April when Von then died to November. Like way months in advance, he went and met up with Quando's people. And I already said on the last live that DJU did see Lil Tim in the club that night before they followed him to the hookah lounge. That's how they was able to get them at the hookah lounge. They ain't need to drop no low. They was already in the club, man. You know what I'm saying? A dude named 600 Domo, he was just unalived at a party. The party was in the Trap City area, you know what I'm saying, where TYMB is from. Most of that is BDs and all that, but you know what I'm saying, he's a big head from over there with 600, you know what I'm saying, and he died on Tuka Day. So it looked like the GDs got their get back, you know what I'm saying? They also was saying that O Block Louis, you know, he knew everything that happened with the Von situation, and you know, he died mysteriously after having 6 surgeries on his brain after being shot in the head. He goes to the doctor and they stick a shot in his arm saying to see if the medicine's working. Next thing you know, he died. So there's a lot that's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Bloodhound Little Jeff's cousin just got, I don't know who that person is. But the people that are the shorties under Bloodhound, called the Shorty Mob. You got a dude named Baby Splat. He was just shot at while he was on live. You know what I'm saying? And also, they robbed somebody and was clowning them after they robbed them on the internet and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been crazy, man. Drench Gang Varro trolled him, and because there was a guy named Trap from Evans Mob who died, and they were all trolling this guy. Drench Gang's trolling him, and Shorty Mob's trolling him. You know what I'm saying? And let me see what else is going on. Lil Zay Osama, you know, he's back out. He did an interview with No Jumper, and basically they saying he on there dry snitching about TP, who got unalived while he was walking with his kids. Basically, TP stole from Lil Zay Osama while he was asleep, stole his watches. So Lil Zay Osama's trying to claim that body, and he's talking a lot on the internet. But your boy Chucky from OTF said that basically that interview, he was dry snitching on them, putting their name and stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got beef with Chucky, which claims blood bath, not bloodhound, but blood bath from the Hunnits. You know what I'm saying? You mad that he's teaming up with your ops, you know what I'm saying, and just running your mouth. So Lil Zay Osama out here talking reckless, man. And he also tried to say he pressed King Von for being cool and saying free bite down and bite down unalived his cousin. So he's saying, why would you say free bite down? But we know you not press King Von like that. Come on, man. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You got Mellow Bucks, who party was shot up and it was 18 people hit and 4 died. One was her boyfriend, and Doo-Wop was hitting the leg. Doo-Wop from No Limit. Well, she's been getting trolled by a girl named Aspen Cartier. She responded without saying her name, saying she gonna whoop that feet. So Mellow Bucks is still on that. She dropped a diss song dissing YFG Fatso, you know what I'm saying, who was the one that was on the internet saying, aha, that's what y'all deserve, you know what I'm saying, when that party or whatever got blicked up, you know what I'm saying, because his homie Shells died going on the drill, and they was trolling him that day, and then they got mad that he got trolled, so a mass shooting happened, you know what I mean. But after that, there was a couple other shootings. There was one in Bar None where like 5 people got shot. There was one over there in back of the yard, 7 people got shot, and just recently it was another party, a bunch of people got hit, where these guys actually went to get their get back. In fact, let me pull it up. Man, what was the name of them guys? They was from Free Band Gang, but a dude named BD, he ended up getting unalived. It was 5 people hit. One was a 4-year-old kid. But yeah, man, it's been getting crazy out there, man. You know what I'm saying? 600 Lil Mo, his location got dropped. You know what I'm saying? Niggas pulled up, blicked up his house. You know what I'm saying? He went online to confirm that he stayed at the place, which was stupid. Like, y'all ain't gonna pull up. And then they pulled up and they did that. You know what I'm saying? King Yella out here trolling, acting like he collapsed on the Cam Capone. He knows how to stay in the algorithm. That boy did not collapse. That shit was just fake. You know what I'm saying? You got risky bands from Risky Roads and all them in Trap City. They linking up, dissing Bloodhounds. You know what I'm saying? Dissing No Limit and dissing Skrilla. You know what I mean? Ty Munner from O Block, who's locked up for a body. You know what I'm saying? EBK Juvie's brother. But he didn't die in the No Limit area. He died over there off 67th. Well, Ty Munner's, I guess, baby mama or girlfriend went on the internet using his account saying that he's about to snitch. He's tired of being in jail for somebody else, and named the person that did it or whatever. But he responded saying that wasn't him, that was his girl. But it looked like a lot of dry snitching going on, man. Shout out Glock Boy, you know what I'm saying, Bobo. Now, you know, he whooped on KTS Royal in Cook County or whatever. But recently a dude named Glock Boy Stank got exposed for being zesty. They found his pictures from when he was young, you know what I'm saying? But shout out Glock Boy Flocka, you know what I'm saying? He was following me on all my Instagrams. Everyone I lost, he still was following me. I need to tap into him, Joe. I'm going to have you holler at him because I need to get him on here and interview him. Jaro City Rail, y'all know he got unalived in front of his kids, you know what I'm saying? Now his op, Shark on Land from 600 spoke out about that and said that's some foul stuff, man. You got PBG Bubby. He was backdoored and unalived, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that took out Fat Shouty and G Skinny. G Skinny is the fake brother of FYBJ, man. That happened at a party, and Big Dale, the daddy of the boy that got killed, Fat Shouty, and the daddy of PBG Bubby. Big Dale tried to cover up and didn't even go to the funeral for his other son, you know what I'm saying? And he tried to insinuate FBG Cash had something to do with it, even though he didn't. And then he turned around and had FBG Cash unalived, He backdoored him over some money or some weed money that was taken out of a house, I guess, when Fat Shouty died. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, now the shooter who unalived those two boys, he ended up dying. And Big Dale, y'all know, died from health reasons. So now everybody's dead. PBG Bubby, he unalived Fat Shouty and G Skinny. All of them are gone. Even the shooter. Big Dale the daddy, he's gone. And Big Dale, before he left, he backdoored FBG Cash, who was there at the party. All of these people are gone, man. Mafia Tug got unalived online. That's the second or third victim that something happened to online. I don't know who Mafia Tug is. 600 Trigger, he called out all the King Von clout chasers from O Block, said stop mentioning his name for clout and get your own motion. Y'all need to be careful, man. These hoes out here talking, man. Y'all seen Nicki Minaj dry snitch, or not even dry snitch. She went and tagged FBI, CIA, and some other lady trying to get TDE, MacWop locked up all over this Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Hot Boy in Florida. His baby mama dropped his location to the ops. They showed up to his house, tried to get him. He ran with the gun and his son, hopped the fence at a school. Police pulled up, arrested him, took him to jail for the gun. You know what I mean? He just violated his federal probation. But woman, why would you drop the low when he has your son in the house? You know what I'm saying? These hoes out here telling. Glizzy Glow, she got mad that Memo600 said she should have got shot at that mass party, so she dropped his location. G Gotti, she's beefing with THF Lil Law. She dropped his location and said that he unalived a man, you know what I'm saying, from 051 named Mills. You know what I'm saying? So she out here snitching. Hoes out here talking, man. You know what I'm saying? Blazing Doll, she get active, man. She whooped on two females. She took the knife from a female, all that. There's a story where her boyfriend at the time, THF Muda, was getting whooped. She pistol whipped the guy that was whooping her boyfriend, right? But even she out here talking. She dry snitched and said if something happened to me, such and such did it. Because she was beefing with her homie. Yeah, that's crazy, man. These hoes acting like Nicki Minaj dry snitching, man. Let me see. What else is going on, man? Let's see. Yeah, that sums about it, man. Y'all know back on July 4th, it was 45 shootings, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all about that when that happened. But yeah, man, that's it, man. We at our 40-minute mark. Anybody else got any topics, man? Before we get up out of here. We done covered New York, we covered Chicago, we covered LA, and we covered general news. Drop the topic in the comments before we get up out of here. I try to be speedy and fast as I could, man. A lot of shootings, man. People losing their damn mind, man. I see you saying yes, but drop it, man. Yeah, you know Memo gonna diss 600 Damo because he was dissing him. Don't wear no sheer clothing. Don't wear no fishnet clothing. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Jamaican reggae people wear fishnet because the women wear it a lot. But men, I don't know about that, man. That shit ain't cool, man. It's always a prison beef in Georgia, man. You know, it be Muslims, GDs, and Bloods running the prison. The Bloods is the deepest, though, as far as Georgia, them and the GDs. But a lot of niggas going Muslim, so they ain't got to be in gang politics. That's why I got a video clip saved of Quando Wando speaking on that. I knew his ass turned Muslim for a reason. He know if he would have went in there trying to be a Crip, them Bloods would have been on his ass. Y'all seen what Lil Baby was just wearing? I posted it on my page. Just look under post. Man, that nigga wearing short shorts and a halter top, bro. Like, these niggas done lost their mind out here, bro. I don't know who's paying them to act zesty, but you couldn't pay me, bro. And he got two sons. Because I remember Young Thug was like, damn, his son questioned him about wearing nail polish, so he had to stop doing it. And he was like, damn, this messing up my buddy. I said, buddy, so they paying you to wear nail polish? Man, it's a lot of people wear them skirts, bro. They'll try to wear the Celtic Iron Scotland skirt like Diddy, Snoop, and Mac Miller. And you seen Kanye did it. I just seen your boy with a black one on NLE Chopper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a way for them to get away with doing it. But then you got people flat out wearing skirts. I seen that post. Somebody posted it on Facebook. I don't know if those was rappers or what, but this shit getting it's crazy, man. Everybody who wears zesty, they fell off. You know what I'm saying? They get a big boost, they get muddy, and then they fall off. Yeah, man. He NLE Chopper trolled like he was gonna perform at the Pride event, but he didn't. He said he was just trolling. But then he's out here wearing skirts and zesty clothes because his song, "If I Was a Bad Bitch, I Wanna Me Too." The LGBT community loves that song. So, you know what I mean? He's crossed over at this point. And he could rap his ass off. You know what I'm saying? I like when he tried to go positive, he only sold 11,000 records. You know what I mean? Whenever he tried to spit that shit, so he had to go back to that gangster. Hell yeah, man, this shit getting crazy, bro. I'm finna start dropping consistent because I think I'm back in the algorithm. You know, they had me shadow banned. So I'm finna drop some videos. Y'all go check out my BMF video. I don't know if you seen it, Sherb. Well, I think Sherb seen it, but I don't know if you seen it, Retired Troll. But I dropped a video about the Little Beach situation. I was on the phone with the BMF homies, and they broke down what really happened. So if you go under my videos, it's not under my lives. I got that video and a video on Diddy. Those was the last two I had dropped. I'm finna drop one probably this week. With the with Big Meech, 50 Cent, and Rick Ross, different paperwork. I'm show people going over different situations, man. But hell yeah, man, I was shadow banned when I dropped the BMF video. I dropped it twice, and it got like a total of like 300 views or something like that. It should have been in the thousands, but I don't really care. I didn't really do it for clout. I dropped it for me. You know what I'm saying? But when I drop this video on the paperwork, I'll probably put the first 4 minutes of that clip in this video. I'll just insert it in this one, man. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Cliff Roll, the shadow band right now, he got 80,000 subscribers and only 30 people was in the live. You know what I'm saying? What up, Lorenzo? But yeah, man, it's getting crazy, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna post a link to my other pages, man. I'm gonna start posting stuff on my other pages so I don't really gotta drop no knowledge on this one. Talita, dang, you missed the live. You gotta go back to the beginning, babe. Like we had a lot of information on this one. I tried to wait till I had a lot of topics, but a lot's been going on. I covered New York, covered Chicago, covered LA, and I covered a lot of the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, but a lot of people getting sued. You know what I mean? Y'all know about on one of my lives a few weeks ago. I went over the Fat Joe indictment, and then y'all know Shannon Sharp got a whole nother one going on. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole nother one for the $20 million. They trying to say that the girl is mad that he was speaking on her being at the Usher concert, acting like she was nutting in her pants. And she's like, well, I'm married. Well, that's not how married women act. So how you going to get mad talking about defamation of character? You know what I'm saying? But he'd already lost enough, man. He lost a $100 million deal. You know what I'm saying? What else you going to take from the man? He just paid that white girl $23 million, you know what I'm saying? Which is sad because he wouldn't even give his daughter $30,000 for a damn wedding. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, man, women out here, man. Like I said, with that Hoover indictment, it's 24 women, you know what I'm saying, that was getting pimped. They all talking, you know what I'm saying? They all turning witness. So it's like, man, niggas better stop with all that. 50 Cent got a lawsuit that he's hiding from the public for the same thing that Diddy got. It's under the Mann Act. You know what I'm saying? He flew a girl out, spent like $1,600 or something like that. They trying to get 52, man. So it's like, man, if you notice, it's always the black men that got power and money. You know what I'm saying? The Me Too Act went after a lot of the dudes. Like, they went after Diddy. It was some other dude, man. I can't think of his name right now. But he was a big record exec. They went after the dude from Def Jam. What's his damn name? Man, his brother is Reverend Run. What's his damn name? Russell Simmons. So they had Russell Simmons. You had Diddy. You had the other dude. I keep thinking of Shakir, but his name ain't Shakir. I forgot his name. It was another big record exec. You know what I'm saying? That might have been L.A. Reid. But then now you got 50 Cent. So it's like all of the black dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? They going after Fat Joe. And a lot of the people are people that's mad they didn't get paid what they wanted to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Rampage. Yeah. It's getting crazy, dog. But what happened to the Nickelodeon dude? Why they ain't motherfucking... They did a documentary on him on Netflix. Why he ain't in jail? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to drop the Epstein files either. So all this is a distraction. The first time the Epstein got charges, Michael Jackson was a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Now it's Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Trump keep bringing up Diddy, but you're not talking about the Epstein stuff. So it's like, man, this shit's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, man. When you get power, man, you better be squeaky clean, man. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays with this Me Too stuff, man, you know what I mean? What's more important, your money or sex, you know? Shit crazy, dog. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think what else is going on, man. Young Thugger, he actually dissed Yak Gotti in a song, talking about he tricked him for years. He didn't know he was out here telling. You know, him and Gunna been sneak dissing or going back and forth, and Gunna just dropped, and he's trending. You know, his music always gonna be better than Thugger's. Like, he's always gonna sell more than Thugger. You know what I'm saying? But they saying that Thugger might have teamed up with your boy, YFN Lucci. They might have a song dropping. YFN Lucci just did a song, Can't Feel My Face or something like that. I think it's called. He did like 500,000 views. So he still got motion out here. You know what I mean? He's getting on the Bootsy, then brung him out on stage at the concert. He had the Bootsy party, you know what I'm saying? So Bootsy stayed neutral and everything, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, who really won? Because Thugger can't come back to ATL, but Lucci can, and Lucci got time served. GD folks, you know what I'm saying? So Lucci really won, and it's crazy because Nut was messing with Fannie Willis or whatever her name is. And that's why she had a hard on to go after YSL. And she wrote a letter for them to let Lucci out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. She was team goddamn YFN the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Lil Baby's indictment. You know, they going after him and all of that. But the Goodfellas, they put out a hit on Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? And two little teenagers end up getting unalived, and they try to say Lil Baby shot a video in the enemy hood, so he's to blame. You can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? For trolling. That's what people do. You know, but there's somebody on a wiretap texting saying that, you know what I'm saying, he put tickets on people's head. But he didn't say nobody's name. He just said dude. So who is dude? How you know that's Lil Baby? You know what I'm saying? So he might be able to beat it, you know what I mean? You know, the zesty powers that be have his back. You know what I'm saying? They probably say, go out there, wear them coochie cutters, boy. Go wear that halter top and we got you. You know what I'm saying? So he should be protected, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You get power, bro. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? What other topics y'all got, though? We finna be out. Coming up on an hour mark. I want to know, Talita, what pages do you be watching? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be watching a lot of pages that are like documentaries or travel pages. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to feed my brain. You know what I'm saying? I like watching stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do subscribe to the women. You know what I'm saying? I like hearing the women's perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to Tasha K. I'll listen to Milagro Grams or Neek at night when they go and give the news and tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to subscribe to That Girl Henny. That Girl Henny, you know what I'm saying? Spelled correctly the same way I said it. She be dropping news. She be doing different type of news. And she be covering the baddies also. But she covers all the West Coast stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because she's living in Florida. And I think she's from New York. But she be covering all the West Coast stuff. The whole Diddy trial. She had all of that. I think she even went to the courthouse. But y'all need to subscribe to her, man. She's good at that. Yeah, I be all over YouTube too, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like hearing what the ladies got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all the dudes do is gossip and talk about jail fights and all that. They ain't talking about shit. I get tired of it. I don't even watch reaction pages no more because I'm tired of seeing the same stuff over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be watching little stuff on politics. I try to stay away from it when I get on here, but I definitely do be keeping my eyes on that stuff. Man, come on, man. Aliens already here. You know what I'm saying? They've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's where all this technology come from. They got a contract with them. That's where all the missing people go. You know what I'm saying? They going through the tunnels to go feed them. You know what I'm saying? All these missing people. They got a contract with them, the beings that are here. And they're in the ocean. They're at the bottom of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? They got sonar graphs that show stuff moving 1,000 miles per hour under the ocean. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at what NASA has in space, it's all a lie. All these pictures of the planets and all that, they said that they only know planets because of their shadows. They don't even look like what we think. Even when you zoom in on the stars look like a puddle of water with light shining on it, just moving. They don't look like what we think it looks like. They're luminaries, you know what I'm saying? Um, so everything that we've been seeing with planets and everything is all it's bullshit. But Planet X, aka the Sun Cruiser, aka Nibiru, is behind the sun and it's becoming visible. And that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the Anunnaki returning. And if you study the Anunnaki, that comes from the word necklace, which is related to Saturn. And like I told you on the last live, these people worship Saturn on Saturn Day, which is the Sabbath. And El is Saturn. You know what I'm saying? That's where the word comes from, Elohim. You know what I'm saying? But the Anunnaki, that word is linked to Saturn as well. You know what I'm saying? But Saturn is returning. And when it returns, it's going to create change on the earth. And we're in the age of Aquarius. And that's why everything's getting exposed and everybody all these monarchies are falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Yeshua is returning. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is returning. But we got to stop looking at them as aliens and look at them as angels. The word cherubim means chariot. You know what I'm saying? You have malachim, which is the messengers. Then you have the seraphim, which are fiery serpent beings in the Bible. But those are more like a description of the grays. But most of them, they look like us. They're humanoid. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Egypt, their whole system is based on the dog star. Everything is about the dog star. Sirius A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? Osiris, Isis, Horus. You know what I'm saying? They represent Sirius, Orion, and our sun. You know what I'm saying? But when you study the doggone tribe based everything off of the dog star. You know what I'm saying? And if you study Native Americans like the Hopis, even in the book of Job, it tells you about the Great Bear, Pleiades, and Orion. It mentions those three constellations. And when you study Masonry, those three constellations are very important. You know what I'm saying? So we all are aliens. We all come from there. You know what I'm saying? That's homeland. You know what I mean? We were all brung here and seated here. You know what I'm saying? If you study creation and whatnot, and you study the Anunnaki story, you know what I'm saying? We were made of clay to be slaves, you know what I'm saying? That's what we were meant for, to be workers, you know what I'm saying? And there was a rebellion and we didn't want to work, you know what I'm saying? There was, you know what I'm saying? You just look at the Sumerian tablets, but all that shit is true, man. Like, yeah, we do have the alien DNA. The oldest part of your brain is called the R complex, which is the reptilian brain, you know what I'm saying? When you look at our bodies, when we're sperm, we look like little tadpoles. You know what I'm saying? Our body is what? 75% water or some shit like that. Like everything about us is related to the water, where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, man, I don't look at them as aliens. I look at them, you have the second day praisers or in the fifth day creators. When you study Kabbalah or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They helped and aided in our creation. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I look at it as. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for them motherfuckers to come. I can't wait for Armageddon and all that. But they are going to fake an invasion. You know what I'm saying? That's what Project Bluebeam is. You know what I mean? I have a video that shows all these shuttles that look like, not even like that shit that happened last year, July, with the drones and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That was in the sky, hundreds of drones. These look like actual ships. So they will fake an invasion. They wrote about this shit in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? And all these holograms we seeing in the sky, people thinking it's the end of the world, all that, those ain't nothing but holograms. So they're going to use them to trick people. They're going to think it's, you know what I'm saying, the return. And then the fake Antichrist is going to rule from the false temple, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Man, this shit get deep, man. Arizona. I want to go to Arizona. If you study Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, the Four Corners, that's the safest place to be over there in Colorado, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico area. And that's why they have the Colorado and the Utah airport. They have all them symbols there and all that stuff going on. They saying that's going to be like the new Noah's Ark, and it's to have a bunch of people up under there, you know what I'm saying, because they trying to go underground. All these people buying bunkers and whatnot. They're going to try to blow up shit, go underground, then come back up. They have something like in Alaska called the bank, where every seed that's used to grow vegetation is there. So they can restart all over after the big Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? So shit's going to go down, man. They already told you have till 2030, you know what I'm saying, to take the chip. You know what I'm saying? Bill Gates said really 2028. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be part of the civilization, you got to merge with AI and be controlled in the little lab mice maze, you know what I'm saying? But people like us, we're going to rebel and we're not going to take it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be on the outside, you know what I mean, of the matrix. But yeah, man, shit's going down, bro. Yeah, they don't want they exactly smart cities. They already LA was their plan, and that's why you had all the fires. You know what I'm saying? I got proof that on the bottom of a plane they have this thing and it shoots down DEWs, and that's what starts the fires or whatever. They have people on video starting the fire, but that's what's going on. There's a fire right now out there in Palmdale, but you know what I'm saying? They want to start LA as a smart city. And other places, but then you know you have 15-minute cities like where Tampa, where they had that hurricane, you know what I'm saying, they wanted them to be one. You got one in Ohio, you got one I think in New Mexico, but they want to have 15-minute cities just like China, and then they want to have, or I guess, mega cities where a lot of places you can't go and everybody's bunched in some small little areas. Because if you want to control something, you want to contain it in a small area. They don't want you in a rural area. They don't want you growing your own food and all of that and having your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to control the food. They want to control everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, man. And either you're going to be part of it or you ain't, you know. But I don't really want to go too deep on this channel, bro, because you already know what happens. You know what I'm saying? Man, them bunkers, they got one that's $1 million, man, and you can't come out for a year. But I'm like, they have, like, y'all gotta understand, there's a whole underground city with tunnels and stuff like that. Even they go under the ocean and all that. And they found maps for LA that shows these tunnels that are up under some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like there's so many tunnels and pathways and all that that we don't know about. So I guess that's how they'll get the food to each other and all that. But yeah, man, if you got the money, you better buy a motherfucking bunker. But I just don't understand how you could sit in there for a year. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I mean? Even if you had canned goods and lived off that, you know what I'm saying? But they did show, like, some of them, they have, like, hydroponics where they can grow water and food, you know what I'm saying, in a certain common area or whatever. So they'll probably grow their own vegetables and all that, you know what I'm saying? But some people can't deal with it, you know. You gotta have sunlight. You're gonna get sick without that vitamin D, so they better have some vitamin D pills, you know what I'm saying? But that's like being in prison, bro. Some people can't take being inside for that long, you know what I mean? I could take it, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a lot of books. But internet, there won't be no internet. Yeah, man, that shit get deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people are so distracted, they not even stocking up on supplies. They not even, like, paying attention to nothing. Like, they should be really stocking up and getting prepared, you know what I'm saying? Without being a conspiracy theorist or doomsday specialist and all that, that you should just be smart and think survival, you know what I'm saying? Go out and buy some generators and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because a blackout happened and no internet, what you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? You need to have gasoline loaded up, you know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead and hit the road and do what you gotta do, because there ain't gonna be no gas station. Like, it's gonna be bad, man. You know what I mean? If they have a blackout, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people need their medications and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? Man, bro, like, tunnels, this shit get deep, bro. You know how many missing people there is a year? You know what I'm saying? You know how many people come up missing, bro? Shit get deep, man. You know? But black people, we too distracted with drama, bro. That's the problem, you know what I'm saying? And then the people that do drop knowledge, they sell out. You could be like me, where your page constantly gets hit and you don't get to make money and you do it for the love. Or you could be somebody that shows their ass on the internet and they're just part of the distraction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But 607 Unc, he tries to mix the shit. You give him a little bit of truth, a little bit of comedy. You know, that's what you got to do. You know? That's what you got to do. Yeah, man, but yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. I'm gonna try to get monetized again. I done deleted a lot of videos that had Instagram videos on it because that was the excuse why they took my shit. So I'm gonna try to do it. If not, I'm gonna try to build my other pages. But I got one specific page. It got 600 followers, like 500,000 views on it. I'm gonna probably use that one to drop my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then use this one just to talk. You know, pop my shit. Cause this got the most followers, you know what I mean? I need to get paid. All these niggas getting a check and they ain't doing nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. And you know, Hugh Hefner, he had Tuttles. He had Tuttles go to like Jack Nicholson's house and Leonardo DiCaprio's house, like all them going to the Playboy Mansion and all that. You know what I'm saying? They got regular ass Tuttles, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't even the ones for trafficking. Shit get deep, man. Shit get deep. Yeah, I try to mix it, man. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even be talking about that stuff. But when I started going live, I just started this year. My page got struck 3 times. So I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got rid of all them strikes. But it was like, I just know, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to stay in the algorithm, you can't really be talking like that. All the red pill channels, they done lost their pages and all that stuff, man. Yaki Awaken, he was talking about food and stuff and eating healthy and all that. His page got took. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, man, you know. There's a dude named Donut Factory. He lost his page. So it was like, I seen it happen. So it was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, they dumbing the culture down, man. That's what they doing with rap. You know what I'm saying? I can't even listen to rap. That just, after the 2000s, man, the rap game just went horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, they dumbing the culture down. All these schools getting closed. Look how many inner city schools done closed. They done closed a bunch of black colleges in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? They done snatched federal funding for a lot of schools because, you know what I mean? They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They want people uneducated. You know what I mean? You know, inflation, no jobs, then what? You got crime. You got crime. You got private corporations getting rich off of slave labor in the jails. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when people get on here trying to motherfucking get people to go out and crash out. That's all they want to see. Exactly. That's why y'all don't see me. I don't even act like if it's a reaction channel. I see enough though. Jumper on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I started watching though Jumper was because of Brick. Then they started doing the zesty stuff. It's like, damn. I think Brandon, he talks about some good topics. He just over talks everybody. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do that, he'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta switch it up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring a different perspective. That dude Moose, man, he's pushing the Democrat liberal stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he knows politics real well. But I listened to his conversation. He was talking about other stuff too. I think he would have been a good host. I don't know why they picked this new dude. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, why they didn't pick Moose Man, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta have people that got, you know what I mean, could cover everything. Like I could sit and talk politics. I got on my other page, I did a video on the Trump shooting and all that and how that was staged and all that. I showed piece by piece clips that people didn't see up close. Like, you know what I mean? I can cover stuff like that. I want to cover the hurricanes and all that proof on that, but it was like, if I put it on here, it ain't gonna be in the algorithm. Every time I drop knowledge on here, I dropped one on Elon Musk on here. You know what I'm saying? I dropped one on Andrew Tate on here. Like every time I go to dropping that shit'll get like no more than 400, 500 views at the most. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to learn nothing. You don't like Almighty. Almighty, he knows hip hop. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? He's just very passionate. They say he's always arguing. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather have him than have Brandon on there talking bad about everybody. He talks bad about Adam. He talks bad about his co-host. He talks bad about the fans. How you gonna talk bad about the fans all the time? Talking about, oh, their parents are probably crackheads. Oh, everybody, they're probably on Section 8. Oh, all their houses are dirty. Oh, they're all low IQ. How you talking about the same fans that voted for you to be on there? Like, come on, man. You're not better than everybody. You was an ex-gang member and your dad was a gang member. You're not better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? How are you a Pan-Africanist, but then all you do is talk bad about African Americans? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. That shit be crazy, man. So yeah, man, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to hear gang talk all day. I came from that lifestyle, like, and even with that, I didn't hang with people. I was always to myself. If we go out, I was doing security, watching everybody's back. But out of 200 people, probably like 3 knew where I stayed. I didn't just run around like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not all niggas was doing. Like, I was on some, we was feeding the homeless, cleaning the community, doing stuff like that. It wasn't about beefing with other people and all that. We did that when we were young. You know what I'm saying? We growth and development. You know what I'm saying? We grown men out here. Yeah, I mean, him getting dropped, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? He got dropped. You know what I mean? Stop talking about it, you know? But I'm glad that happened. That's karma. You can't be on here talking about you gonna whoop everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think Viral Way, they do good. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't on there. I think they do good. But once again, they be talking bad about no jumper, but still working up there. So it's like, it's a contradiction, you know what I'm saying? But I think they actually do good. They can talk about topics that ain't just, I just don't like race bait. I don't want to hear nothing about blacks versus Mexicans all day. I don't want to hear that. Talk about, like, I cover all topics, do that. I don't want to hear race baiting all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is annoying. Like, every time you're on, it's black people versus this, black people versus that. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love all people, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. So, man, I'm about to be out, though. We at, what, 72 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, children of the sun. Talita, just go back to the beginning because we covered a lot of topics. All right, love.